The epic and unbeatable at Scrabble. The Nerds with Attitude!
Alrighty. We got everything. I think I'm good. And yeah. Aw, man. I should have did our logo green. Damn it. Missed opportunity. Anyway, welcome to the N.W.A. Nerds with Attitude. You know, we the nerds with attitude, and we talk about, nerd stuff. I am one of your humble hosts, Shin the Hero, aka Walt, and I am joined by OldHunterRage Isaac.
What up, Eric?
And AnimusPrime JR.
What's up?
He is graduated and he needs a job. Animators, give this man a job. And you read the title. We are talking about Loki because that's the hot button topic thing right now for some reason. I don't know. Loki episode 1, the new Marvel TV show, the third one of these. Apparently this one matters a lot because it's talking about, different dimensions and time remnants and stuff like that. I'm gonna just be straight up with you. Legends of Tomorrow did it better. Anyway. Anyway, we talking about Loki. First off, if you haven't seen it, we will spoil any and everything about this, so you will be warned. I will tell you when we're about to spoil, but right now we're just going to talk about our just general thoughts of the episode. How do you guys feel about Loki out the gate? JR.
I thought it was pretty interesting.
Out of the three shows, did this have the stronger opening episode 1?
I think based on the other two, like compared to the other two, I think this one has a stronger opening because it opens up like it picks up where it left off in Endgame with Loki transported somewhere, and then all of a sudden he gets arrested, and it moves on from there. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're getting into it. Sweet. So I thought that was pretty good. There wasn't a slow burn like in the other one.
I mean, Falcon and Winter Soldier, like, man, you came out the gate with an action movie and everything, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but then the rest of it just kind of slows down afterwards. Here, it's like intrigue upon intrigue upon intrigue.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay, you got my attention with that. Ooh, you got my attention with that. You got my attention with that. Falcon and Winter Soldier, oh, you got my attention, and then it just, okay.
Isaac.
I really liked it for our first episode, but definitely, like, I thought WandaVision was gonna be tricky. This one immediately. Yeah.
It's time travel.
Yeah, which a lot can go wrong with that. Time travel and anything sometimes completely awry.
Well, I mean,
Jury's still out. I enjoyed it.
do you feel the same as JR about this being the stronger of the three shows? Episode 1.
I don't know. Well, because it did immediately hook me. Because they started at the moment that the show is supposed to start. They started with the event that were based off of.
Yeah.
That was cool, but like you were saying, Falcon and the Winter Soldier came out with a whole action 10 minutes. I can't fault it, but it's close. don't know.
Holding the gun to your head.
Shoot me. Nice try.
That man was bold. He was like, shoot me. Well, I mean, I agree. It was, I feel like it was like steady. I mean, I give Falcon and Winter Soldier a little bit more because it was more of an action scene, and I was still invested the same way. Like when it got to about midway in the Loki thing, in the Loki episode, about midway, I hit my controller to see how much time I had left. I was like, man, I got 30 more minutes. Shit, how much longer is this? When Owen Wilson showed up and everything like that, like and he was talking with Loki. That's not a spoiler yet. I mean, you see that in the trailer. But yeah, I still gotta give it Falcon and Winter Soldier. That had the stronger opener because I mean, WandaVision, they had to put out 2 episodes for you to feel that. So but Loki, it was pretty good. I mean, it has some mystery things happening, and we are going to get in spoilers right now. So if you haven't seen it and you just wanted to hear our thoughts on there, thank you for listening. You're a wonderful, beautiful nerd, and you remember, subscribe, like, comment, or do that other stuff. Now for the people who've seen this episode. Alright, so Loki, I know this is loosely based off it's like 3 runs of Loki. It's the one where I think it's called Vote Loki, when he's running for president or something like that. He's running a campaign. And the whole thing is he's basing it off of lies and everything. There's that one. There's one where it's called, I think it's like King God Loki. And there's another run where when I mean, because all 3 runs also deal with like multiple Lokis. But like I think the third one was is it after Secret War? I can't remember, man. It's like you got like 25 years of comic book knowledge in your head, man. Sometimes you can't. I know it's based off 3 runs, and I know each one has is when that one time when Loki became a chick. You got Kid Loki. Kid Loki is a dick, and then you got another Loki, which I mean we could jump all the way to the end, like Cloak. I think that Loki is like old Loki. Like I think he's already been through this time variant thing. He already knows about all this, and he defected. And then we get this Loki and he's got to try to stop him. I also low-key feel like the Loki that is in the Cloak, he's gonna be Kang. He's gonna be something revolved around Kang the Conqueror. I feel like Kang is gonna be in this. He should be. They're talking about time.
Yeah. I shall now dub the Loki in the Cloak. We shall call him Cloaky.
Cloaky.
I hate you so much.
How you guys hate me? And you legitimately like a couple seconds ago said I low key think this person. Man, come on.
I didn't do that on purpose, though, man. I didn't do that on purpose. You don't have no proof. Anyway, we started off. I like how they did the extra scene in the beginning of the show. Where it starts off like where Endgame ended, but you know they did that extra scene from the when he's in the elevator. That wasn't in the movie,
right?
They shot that and everything, and then when he dips out, he immediately jumps on a rock. And when those people came, and he was like, "I am a god," and they was like, "Who are you?" And he was like, "Man." And then the time police showed up. Man, I did bust out laughing when old girl checked him, and he was in slow motion.
Oh my goodness! Like I thought it was gonna be like one of those things where if there was like his monologue that he would monologue, and he's like, "You ever had one of those
the
days?"
rugged
And you hear Baba O'Reilly in the background.
Yeah.
But no, she was moving. It's like, yeah, you moving like at a 1/10 of a second, and put that collar on, but you feeling all the pain. I was like, she just bunkied him. That's somebody's bunkai, man.
Yeah.
Time manipulation.
Oh man, that was so funny though. It was, and then when he gets there and he's going through all those floors and everything, like, man, this is Asgardian leather. And then the robot was like, I don't care. Oh man, the part when he just questioned himself as a robot.
Dude,
I was like, oh my god.
That was my first like laugh out loud moment, because I was kind of laughing, inwardly for most of it. But he was like, now what if I don't know if I'm a robot? Walk through the thing, bro.
He was like, well, it would disintegrate you. It was melt your skin off immediately. He was like, but what if I didn't know I was a robot? What if I am a robot and I didn't know? He was questioning his whole life at that point, just to go through.
Wait. If other people didn't know that they were robots and still went through here, does that mean I could? Oh shit!
And he walked through, got his number. What's the lady name? The little cartoon clock thing. I just know it's
Minutes.
Yeah, I just know it's Tara Strong.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, that was Tara Strong.
Was.
She can get.
Oh, that's cool.
What was that, Walt?
What?
I heard it.
But he got his ticket, man, and then that one dude was like, man, that dude didn't give me no ticket, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. He didn't give me no ticket, and they insta erased him, and Loki was like, oh no, oh no,
And he was like patting himself, like looking for his ticket. He was like, I got it.
It's fine. Please don't do that.
I mean, there was a lot of comedy bits. Like Tom Hiddleston, like he plays that part of Loki to a T, man. He plays that joint to a T. And then we get crooked nose Owen Wilson, man.
That is one.
Playing Mobius.
I thought I was the only person that noticed his nose, like.
Yeah, his nose has always been like that.
It's always been like that.
Yeah.
I've never noticed it.
Yeah, it's always been like huge and bent backwards, or.
So a little history about him, about the character he's playing. He started as a Thor character because he was introduced in Thor, but and also the Time dudes were introduced in Thor too, but like they didn't get like anything like dealt with them until Fantastic Four. I doubt we see Fantastic Four during this, but they came to the Fantastic Four and arrested them because they were doing stuff with time and junk like that at the time, and then Mobius helped them escape or something like that, and it was a weird time. But yeah, they didn't like their whole time police thing. They weren't important until about around that time. I can't particularly remember. I think it was like Fantastic Four, like 2 something. I think, I don't know. I just know that's when and Mobius himself, like he deals with the Fantastic Four more than anything. And he was also jury. He was one of the jury for when She-Hulk, for a trial for She-Hulk, because she did something in time too. Like that was back when she was the fourth wall breaking She-Hulk, because she did it first, not Deadpool. F that name. But yeah,
still did it better.
That's just fun. Raphael did it better. Don't give me that. But yeah, that's some little quick things about that. The bubble gum though, that's new. I want some of that bubble gum.
The kablooey?
Yeah. I know it has something to do with stuff, but it's nothing in the comics. It's nothing dealing with the comics or anything like that.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Like, that seems like a comic book brand.
Nah, it's nothing
bubble gum.
It means something, but it has nothing to do with the comic.
Maybe they have like their own time travel brand of bubble gum. I don't know.
But we get after Loki, I guess, pleads guilty for being a god, for being amazing, and he tries to bring out his knives, and they start laughing at him. He was like, man.
I would be the exact same way with when that lady in the background, she just snickering. I was like, man, what is that doing? Is he high?
After that, we get to Owen Wilson's character, and you find out about there's some variant going around. Well, before all that, we could rewind about the little animated little short thing. Man, that was some nice animation, man.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good.
That animation reminded me of Mr. DNA from Jurassic.
It reminded me of the old Spider-Man cartoon, if anything. It had some of that in there. But like it low-key, it low-key, I think it's foreshadowing Secret War, but it might not be, honestly. But that's what because they was talking about that there was a war, and then the time gods was like, nah, we can't do that again, because they're talking about realities and stuff like that. So like, and different dimensions and everything are technically different realities, or just a different time and everything. So I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like it's like hinting towards the end of this, Loki might be the cause of the Secret War. And that's where we get the whole Spider-Man No Way Home, and and then Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness. That's how we get into that. That leads into that. Loki would lead into all that. Why the multiverse is all effed up at the time. But after that, Owen Wilson's character shows up, saves Loki, and like, tries to have a heart-to-heart with him. Like, and he's hitting him back with quips and everything too, man. Like he's just as smooth talking as Loki is.
Yep.
And then he showed him some of his future, because he showed him after he got defeated by the Avengers, and like he looked away because like that Loki legitimately just got beat down by the Avengers. And then he was like, yeah, but like that you're the one who caused this. You caused the Avengers, like, because you killed this guy, remember? And then they show the little, I guess, touching scene with his mom.
Yeah.
I ain't seen Thor: The Dark World, so I didn't care about that. I didn't care about that. I get that. I mean, he does have some kind of relationship with his adoptive mother in the comics, but like, and I didn't know he was the cause of her dying and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like he led them into the room that she was in, hoping that they would kill Thor, and then instead she was there.
Her. Yep.
Did he know she was there?
No, she didn't. He didn't. Otherwise, he wouldn't have warned them, or
that's why
let them there.
That's why it hit him way harder seeing that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he trickeries. I already knew he was gonna get the little cause I just feel like even though these time dudes are so powerful and everything, you having this little dial thing on these dudes and you have to press the dial and it's a button instead of you snapping your fingers or something. I already knew Loki was gonna get that.
Of course.
He's a true magician. He had quick hands.
My favorite part of Clicker, each time Loki would try to do Mobius, rewind him. There was a moment after Loki threw his chair, and then he rewinded him, and Loki just hit
the ground.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, hit the ground.
I'm sorry, it doesn't work on furniture.
Works on you, not furniture.
Yeah.
And then we meet old buddy, the office guy who got the Tesseract, and then Loki was like, "I will turn you into a fish," and he was like, "What's a fish?"
He said he would gut him like a fish, and then later on he was like, he was talking about turning me into a fish or something. I don't know.
I don't know what
that was.
And then we get the reveal where he was like, he was like, "Where's the Tesseract?" And he opens up his little drawer thing. He gives him the Tesseract, and Loki looks in there and was like, "Are those Affinity stones?"
and I'm pretty sure, like, I saw more than one type.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
like
he was
multiple, like, soul.
But he was like, "Yep. Some people in the office use them as paperweights." And then that's when it hit Loki. He was like, "What the fuck?" This is what I've been looking for the entire. You telling me this means nothing here? What?
That part, I almost threw my phone down. Because it's not just that he had Infinity. I saw like 5 or 6 reality stones. There were 3 time stones. There were soul stones. And I was like, are you shitting me?
Yeah, at the same time, these guys are way they are. They're one, immune to them, and 2, nothing really works. So, and if I gotta be honest, the Affinity Gauntlet itself ain't even. It's in the top 3 most powerful Marvel weapons, but it's not the most powerful one.
Well, like, it's not even that powerful. It's just, we watched 10 years of movies trying to get these stones. And then, that means this scene worked the exact way it was supposed to. Because you're still remembering trials and tribulations they went through all these stones, and then you watch this big purple dude show up with his golden glove, and he took out half the universe. And then you watch the Avengers go through time to get all of them.
Yeah.
And then this guy opened his desk drawer, and it was like
Of this
5 or 6 of them in there of the same kind of stone. You're like, all that work.
There was like 3 power stones in there, like 2 reality gems in there.
really disvalues the whole like struggle that they have
now.
to go through.
What I remember when the Ancient One had said, once you take a stone, it makes another timeline and stuff like that. What I think the reason why there's so many, I think they made so many, or they took the ones that weren't supposed to be in the correct timeline. Because remember when Loki was on the tryout thing and everything, he was like talking about the Avengers, like, yeah, y'all need to arrest them, like get me an army and I go get them for you. And they was like, nah, that was supposed to happen, that was on their path. So I think the ones that all the stones that were in that thing, I think those are on paths that weren't supposed to be on their path. That's why they showed up, took that stone, or took that anomaly, which was the stone at the time, and then reset the whole thing so it can time can flow like it's supposed to. So I don't know. I don't think that, because when I first saw them at first, because I didn't pause it or anything like that. When I first saw them, I was like, wait a minute. Did they get Cap? Did they get Cap, man? They must have got Cap.
I had to rewind. So I was like, I must be. There's no way I saw.
Yeah, there was like 3 power stones in there, like 2 reality stones, like a tesseract, the mind gem. There was a couple of mind gems in there. I just was like, what the heck? Really?
That's just straight up humbling. Like,
yeah, it's humbling.
And I felt bad for the dude, because when the black lady came in, and Loki just like, he was instant transmission. I don't care what nobody say. He was instant transmission.
Yeah.
He was Loki looked up. He's like, bye. And then she hit his little cart thing and disintegrated it. And I was like, dang, man, he was just trying to do his job, man. That man was trying to do his job. They disintegrated. He even said it too. And the next time he was like, yeah, man, he was trying to turn me into a fish or something. Man, she disintegrated my cart, man.
I don't forgive you.
And then Loki gets, I feel like, a midlife crisis thing. He sees more in the future. He sees about his mom, and then he sees about his dad. Like he finds out that his dad actually loved him and everything. And then the little bonding moment with Thor. And then he sees how he dies. And when he sees Thanos, because at that time he's working for Thanos. And he also was going to double cross Thanos anyway, but he's trying to get the stones for Thanos. So I guess that's one for the stones that like it hit him that hard. And then when he sees Thanos kill him, he just was like, "Well, damn." He was donezo, man.
Yeah.
Poor Loki. Also, that whole thing with Loki being Beekeeper, I had to look up who Beekeeper.
Oh, that was a legit thing. Yeah, that's a legit thing in history.
About this. I like that. Yeah, Loki.
Yeah,
that's cool and all.
Yeah, like that was a legit thing in history. That a guy actually did that, and then like he vanished, just like how Loki. He didn't. The Heimdall didn't bring him in a portal or anything like that, but like he legitimately like vanished, and they never heard or found him again. So what a lot of people are thinking now is like we might get like flashbacks and stuff where like if things like went missing or like some things like they never got solved, like they might think it might be Loki. We might see Loki as that character and everything.
The fact that he did it because he lost a...
Yeah, he lost a bet to Thor.
Because he lost a bet.
And it's so in line.
But yeah, man, that was great. And then we find out he was like, yeah, why don't you help us? It's doing the trope like how, you know, Dexter, or you get the villain to find a villain.
Yeah.
Or an even worse villain.
No.
And then we find out that it was like, yeah, because the one that's really bad is you. And then man, Loki was like, I beg your pardon. And we see Cloaky sneak these time remnant dude. Like they came in like, I know they're big on rules and everything, but they smell oil and they know there's a guy out here killing time cops and everything. You just didn't think this was a trap or something? Like they smell oil. It was like, yeah, it's probably some dude with a time machine trying to get rich in this period and everything. We just set the charge. And then you see the cloak guy was like, hey, what's that? Man, if it was me, I would have been like, nope. That's the dude. We need to back up, guys. We need to back. Nope. Yeah. I saw in the training protocols. We need to back up. We need to come back up right now. And then they get burnt.
Yep.
Because it was their own fault, and we get Cloaky. I don't understand why they covered his face and everything though. They covered the person's face. Like, we know it's Loki. We could see it. They literally just told us it's a different version of Loki. We know it's Loki. I'm assuming this secret thing, whoever it is, it's gonna be like a jaw dropping type thing. But from some of the people who got to see it early, they got to see the first 2 episodes early, and after the second episode, you know who the person in the cloak is.
Oh. I feel like it. That's just.
And I hope it's female Loki. Or Kid Loki. Kid Loki's a dick.
It turns out to be Cap. Oh my god.
What if? Oh my god, no.
Dude, that would be crazy. Cap goes back in time to return all these. And then, I don't know, somehow.
He's like trapped in time or something, like going around.
It's gotta be some kind of adult Loki. It has to be adult Loki, or Loki way flung in the future, and he already. I most time things like that happen. This Loki already did what the Loki that we are following right now. He went through something similar. That's why he knows about the time cops and everything. And that's why he's taking these charges. I think that Loki, he's taking the charges and everything, and I think he's gearing up so he can mess up the timeline. I literally think he's gonna go to the little god guys and the 3 god dudes, the lords of time. I think he's gonna go there, and he's gonna get enough of those charges thing, and he's probably gonna set them off there wherever they are.
Yeah, probably. It sounds like a the Guardians. Oh.
But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, how many contemplating robots y'all gonna give this? Yeah, contemplating robot. Are you a robot?
I would like to be one. That would be dope.
Out of 5, what you giving this?
I'd give this a 4.
All right, 4.
Because, yeah.
Isaac.
I'm in.
You give it a what, man? You cutting out.
I give it a.
JR, did you hear him?
No, he keeps cutting out sometimes. It's annoying. Yeah, to me.
Yeah, you cut off again. That's why I asked if JR heard you too, because I didn't know if it was just me or.
I give it a 5.
Okay.
Okay, 5. Okay,
all right, nice.
5.
I give it a. I give it a 3. I mean, it's not. It was an okay episode. I was interested. Well, no, I take that back. I give it a 4 because I love Tom Hiddleston as Loki. Like, yeah, he's just. It's just something about him and that character. It's just like how Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. Tom Hiddleston is Loki, man. Well, with all that being said, man, tell us down below what you thought about the episode, how you like it. Are you excited for next week, which is on Wednesdays? Weird. And tell us what you're looking forward to, if this is living up to the hype. Do y'all know how many episodes this is going to be?
That was gonna be like the usual.
8?
6 to 8.
6 to 8. All right.
It's either one or the other.
All right.
That's my guess. I don't know.
like we always say, show your attitude, you wonderful, beautiful nerd. Deuces.